Well, hey there, guys. Your buddy Elton here in Montreal, Canada, and I'm happy to show you my finished white Freightliner cab-over truck, a classic American in small-scale plastic. And this beautiful AMT truck, as lovely as she is, turned out to be more of a challenge to build than I thought it would be. And there's a few reasons for that. For one thing, I mean, if you look at it, it's clean, or pretty clean, and by no means do I consider myself to be a professional modeler. The paint, I didn't plan it this way. I actually really tried hard to make it a nice glossy finish, but that didn't work out as I had planned. And I should have used primer, and I didn't. But live and learn. And also the cab, annoyingly, is in two pieces. If you look over here, you can see the two parts there. They split right behind the door, and a nice flaw there on the other side. If you look, you can see there's a pretty big gap there. So that wasn't very good. That was pretty surprising. And yeah, I had even used 3 coats of paint, 2 coats of clear, and it still came out like that. This sort of a semi-flat black, And still looks really cool though. And also another thing too is I made a mistake is when I first painted this truck. I don't remember why, but I didn't clean the cab, with soap and water like you're supposed to, especially on big pieces. And so the paint came out a little bit fucked up here and there, especially on this door here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can show you. Yeah, if you look at the door. So what I did is the paint didn't come out great, so I sanded down the cab, but I didn't. I forgot to wash it again. So yeah, it's not fantastic, Moving along here. As for wheel assemblies, the engine, not really any problems there. The frame rails, that was a bit challenging, but proved to be a problem near the end. Especially with the fact of attaching the cab to the frame. See the frame rails, they're a little bit bent, especially towards the front, or not bent but uneven. So I'm going to show you here. Turned out to be a big fucking pain in the ass. Hang on a second, I gotta hold the camera. There it goes. Turned out to be a big pain in the ass in terms of the hood pins attaching to the frame from the cab. So open that like that. Now what happened was, like I said, the frame rails, they weren't even here at the front. They weren't balanced. So what happened was there was a couple of times, and this was after I glued the front bumper, there was a couple of times or 3 times I tried to open and close the cab, and it wouldn't open and close smoothly. It was rough. So what happened was one of the pins, which is way down here, let me see if I can show you that there. Yeah, one of the pins, the 2 pins which are below the radiator grill, it snapped off. So, oh man, I tried re-gluing this piece twice, and it still wouldn't stay, tight, glued. So then finally I said to myself, we're going to cut out the bit of that section where the rest of the pin was still there. And found another piece of plastic, I think maybe from a tree or something, one of the trees, and then I glued that on with a super glue. And finally it worked, finally. And so I'm really happy about that. And the engine here, this Cummins, yeah, it looks nice. Did it yellow just like indicated on the box. Straight 6. Nice pipes. Those pipes were a bit of a problem though, because they are sort of heavy, so to speak, and they're narrow. So it's like so many things, you know. You glue and then you re-glue and then you re-glue. So I'll give you another look here around. Put the camera down here. Yeah, things like these mud flaps, you know. They were like some of the easiest things. No problem there. Ugh. You got to be really careful handling these. They're very, very fragile. You know, there's the rest of the motor. Oh, I think something came off here. Yeah, something came off there. Shit. Yeah, you see? Like I said, you got to glue and re-glue. Is that an exhaust manifold that came off? Oh yeah, another thing I was not impressed with AMT there was is the cross pipe between the exhausts here. There's no way you can attach them. I don't know, maybe I did something wrong, but there's no way you can actually attach them across the frame to each other here, and then to the header pipe that's over there. So anyway, I'm sure I'm not the only one who struggled with this truck. You know, I'm really happy with it, but was not fantastic. You know, yeah. Give her another view here. Yeah, but she's a beauty. And then up next, if you saw the first video I did to this before I built it and I showed you the kit and the pieces and all that stuff, so I got a terrific, beautiful chrome tanker that I'm going to build to go with this. And you know, in addition to what I mentioned in my first video why I was painting this truck black, yeah, there's of course the white Freightliner that doesn't have a sleeper in my second favorite movie of all time, Maximum Overdrive. Yeah, there's that truck, which was really a base model, like delivery type. But there's also a truck like this as a wrecker in Terminator Part 2, as I was thinking earlier before I filmed this. So, you know, they're just really badass looking rigs, you know. Now I'm going to try to do something here. I'm going to try to finish this video showing you guys the underneath here real quick. Yeah, let's see if we can do that. Oh yeah, one more thing. Even these steps were a pain in the ass to assemble or even to attach to the cab. The fucking mirrors. I hate putting together these mirrors. They're in like 3-4 pieces. They're another pain in the ass, you know. Makes you wish they came assembled already, but you know, what are you gonna do? And there's the underneath. Yeah. So anyway, that's about it. I hope you liked it. And if you by any chance ever built this model, I know that you said you built one there, Peter D. This is a cool guy there who's subscribed to me and I'm subscribed to him. He's a funny guy like me. And he said he built one as a kid. If you built this as a kid, I know you're good at assembling things, but maybe you even had trouble with this, so let me know about that, bud. Alright guys, so you know, as I always say, that's it, that's all, and take it easy and have a good one. Bye bye. Oh yeah, there's something else I forgot to mention about this truck. Well, a couple of things. Number one, you know, I was talking about the color I chose for this truck, and the interior, I wanted to do it a dark red and with the white steering wheel. Well, the white steering wheel, that was typical, you know, in the early 70s and earlier. And one reason why I did that is because, again, referring back to Maximum Overdrive, the lead star truck in the movie, the 76 white Western Star, is black with a dark red interior like this with the white steering wheel. So I really like that, you know. It's a beautiful contrast. It's just very American, let's say. And another thing I wanted to mention is that so I got the 3 plates here in the front, the decals. And you know, it looks cool, and I was gonna put this plate here on the bumper, which is I guess the origin of the rig where it lives. I was gonna put that in the back here, but there's no place for it, And then I thought, well, I'll put it back here. Sometimes you see them on the top of the sleeper, but it tore in two when I had it in the water soaking, so whatever, it's no big deal because this fucking thing's gonna have a trailer in the back anyway, so. Anyway, take care, guys. Hasta luego.